They died trying to carry out the United Nations mandate to protect South Sudanese civilians. The bodies of 2 Indian peacekeepers have been flown from Akobo to the capital, Juba. They were with around 90 other people inside the UN's temporary base when they were hopelessly outnumbered by 2,000 armed newer youth. A 3rd soldier was injured during the attack. The compound is now empty. Staff from the UN and international non-government organisations have been taken away by UN troops and airlifted to safety. But there's little information about local South Sudanese who ran to the UN base for shelter.
We don't know what happened to the 36 people who have taken refuge in the camp. So for the moment, we believe that at least 20 of them were killed. It could be the 36 of them.
An estimated 35,000 civilians are now sheltering at UN bases across South Sudan. Authorities are deeply worried about the worsening situation in Bor.
We have 14,000 civilians have sought shelter there and refuge, and we are strengthening our presences as best we can.
There are currently 4,000 UN combat troops in the world's newest country, and with the violence spreading and intensifying, it's felt that's nowhere near enough. But the UN says increasing the size of its peacekeeping force is not the solution.
Ultimately, what has to happen is the fighting has to stop. There has to be a political solution.
The French ambassador admits the international body is in uncharted territory.
Suddenly, we are facing a totally new situation with a sort of massive threat. So it's really, we have to adjust our system, our dispositif, which means that we have, in particular, to bring soldiers from the quiet zones to the zones which are dangerous.
The UN's universally recognised light blue colour, no longer a symbol of guaranteed protection. The UN has a Chapter 7 mandate in South Sudan, which means its soldiers are authorised to use force if necessary to protect civilians. But the attack in Akobo is a harsh reminder that in the middle of a one-sided firefight, mandates are often reduced to nothing but words. Cath, Al Jazeera at the United Nations, New York.